Menjadikan kasus yang tepat.
Cek, cek. Suara saya masuk, Bu Mira. Tes, Bu Mira.
Masuk, Mas, jelas.
Siap, matur nuwun.
Eh.
Well, grup musik. Grup musik, S3 musik.
Jenengan tekoni enek kejadian apa?
Iya, Kak.
Coba saya cek dulu.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang. Sudah. Kami berbahagia pada hari ini. Saya ini tidak tes 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 tes. Halo, cek.
Karena pas pemutaran video tadi nggak kedengeran.
Cek. Tes.
Yang dijelasin, Pak.
Belum. Oke. Organisasi komunikasi sensitif, activity has solution and learning. There is beneficial to the knowledge and organized cooperation with kind smarties in the next information so.
Belajar pada
Kepada Ibu, acara akan kita mulai. Sebelum kita mulai, saya akan memberikan sedikit pantun. Air berliat pada katakan, air tenang seperti berliat. Izinkan saya ucapkan salam untuk hadirin sekalian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sehat dan salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahirobbilalamin. Puji dan syukur marilah panjatkan kehadiran Allah SWT atas berkat dan rahmatnya kita dapat berkumpul bersama secara hybrid dan acara hari ini, yaitu Visiting Lecture Recent Trends in Science Education Publication yang diselenggarakan pada hari ini, 4 Oktober 2024 oleh program studi S3 Pendidikan IPA Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Sebelas. Yang terhormat kepada Dr. Pai Nurma Yunita Indriyanti, SPD, MPD, MSI, selaku Wakil Dekan Bidang Akademik dan Penelitian Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas 11 Maret. Yang kami hormati Profesor Sulistyo Saputro, MSI, PhD, selaku Kepala Program Studi S3 Pendidikan IPA Universitas 11 Maret. Yang kami hormati Asosiat Profesor Dr. Niwan Sri Sawasdi selaku dosen tamu pada acara kegiatan hari ini. Yang kami hormati para dosen serta Bapak Ibu dan hadirin peserta kegiatan yang berbahagia. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, perkenalkan saya Radi Permanisari akan membawakan acara visiting lecture pada hari ini sampai selesai. Dan tidak lupa pula kami ucapkan terima kasih yang sedalam-dalamnya kepada Bapak dan Ibu yang sudah hadir memenuhi undangan dari kami. Dan tentunya tidak afdol rasanya jika kita memulai acara tanpa didahului dengan berdoa. Untuk itu, marilah kita bersama-sama membuka acara ini dengan membaca doa sesuai dengan kepercayaan masing-masing. Bagi yang beragama Islam, marilah kita membuka acara ini dengan bacaan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Para hadirin yang berbahagia, untuk mengefektifkan waktu, perkenalkan saya akan membacakan susunan acara pada hari ini. Acara yang pertama, pembukaan. Acara kedua, menyanyikan lagu kebangsaan Indonesia. Acara ketiga, sambutan dan pembukaan adalah kehidupan. Karena kita tidak sudah mengucapkan istilah, maka sudah selesai acara pembukaan. Selanjutnya, kita akan menyanyikan lagu kebangsaan Indonesia Raya. Untuk para hadirin, mohon berdiri. Hadirin dipersilakan untuk duduk kembali. Acara selanjutnya adalah kata-kata sambutan. Hadirin yang berbahagia, marilah kita dengarkan bersama sambutan dari Kapolri S3 Pendidikan IPA Universitas kepada Profesor Susilo Saputro MSI. Kami persilakan.
We have equally related broadcast. As the topic, we will be presenting is algorithm to the needs of our students in our doctoral program of natural science education, also master program of chemistry education, science education, biology education, and probably there is also some students from master doctoral project. Example, you come from yeah. The next is thank you very much. Now, we withdraw demands. There is children, and also they have to present. They hear some information. So the topic of our this lecture will be very useful. However, we also understand many students still face challenges in hiding impairments, whether in terms of ability, data analysis, on posting, on sleep, which is not standard. Therefore, we hope that through this discipline class, our students will gain insight and practical solution to the challenges. We also look at this event will lead to more intensive collaboration program, natural science education, training education, UNS, Universitas, also from the University, from University. as first name, the film, and Sandian Indonesia. We see survey book, Stephen will play candidates in all of us and serve as the starting tone involving one purposes and program and service and education. Once then, like we said, this is by anyone sees this willingness to share this expertise with us and to all of us people. And I used to engaging and grateful saya juga mohon ini sebagai para pihak dan kemudian membuka saluran siswa terima kasih kepada saya ini saya mengucapkan masuk Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih kepada Profesor Sebelas Universitas PhD atas sambutan yang telah disampaikan. Sambutan berikut adalah sambutan sekaligus pembukaan acara visiting lecture secara resmi oleh Wakil Dekan Bidang Akademik dan Penelitian Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Sebelas Maret kepada Ibu Dr. Paimah Yunita Indriati, SPMSI PSC. Kami persilahkan.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Osreni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. The Honorable, our distinguished guest lecturer today.
I have read the part of the community and the one from AKU on the University of Maret is the top 5 and today's in the family. And how the Honorable, we have some program, Dr. Activity, Professor
The Honorable lecturer in science education, also biology education, chemistry education, he has already come. And Dr. Andi from State University of Jakarta, the company Dr. Dibat today. Students from doctoral program of science education, doctoral program of educational science, and also we have some master students here. Thank you very much, Dr. Dibat. You can come to our university as our visiting lecturer, and tomorrow you will be a keynote speaker in our 6th international conference on science and technology. Science education and technology and concept. This is the 6th concept, and that's very important that Professor already mentioned that we encourage our student master and our students not only encourage but they must they must pass the learning outcome that they have to publish, especially the master student with scholarship to publish in high reputable international journal. And for doctoral students, this is a must, not only the best of scholarship, but the regular student to publish in a highly reputable international journal. So that's why it was the lecture today that have the theme in this science education publication is very important for us. And we as a faculty member in the faculty would like to invite you to share your experiences, to share your knowledge regarding the recent trend in scientific publication, and hopefully this is initial collaboration, initial activity that we can go further. Yeah, Dr. Ali, you can be the person in charge and be responsible to go next collaboration. As you know that our Faculty of Veterinary Education is expanding international activity by involving letter from all of the part of the countries, especially that we invite the top 10 universities faculty member there to share the knowledge, to share the experiences, to share the exercise, and also to have the choice enjoy publication. Hopefully we can do this the next one. And based on the vision to be high reputable international faculty based on global values of communication. For the next activity, student, please use this event beneficial for you to know more about Dr. Nimat, because I already read in a Google Scholar that Dr. Nimat is not only in some part of science education, but he wrote many things. Right? In Alexandria Publications, this is a nice and highly reputable journal. You can read the Dr. Nimat publication, and then you can learn more. Then you can discuss even today. Not only read, but you can discuss, ask him whatever you want to ask. Okay, I am rejected 3 times. That's a very common to be master and doctoral student when we rejected by some journal. That's also we experience with my students also. And you can go with motivational and also substantial. What the things that make our paper to be rejected and so on. Please ask him, and then you can ask more after this event, right? Even you can write him and him better. Yes. Okay. And then in science education study program we have also expertise. The professor Mr. Saputra is from field chemistry, and then the research is co-working chemistry education, science education. That's why we try to strengthen the pedagogical content knowledge as well as the learning system. So these things, and in Konkan University is very fit with the what we call it, the status and research university, right? Research-based university. Yes, hopefully, once again, this event will be very beneficial for all. Please take the advantage to discuss and to more things to do with university. As mentioned by Professor Susi Saputra, that they need to open officially. So the visiting lecture today that happened in recent trend in science education publication by Assistant Professor Dr. Niwati Sawasdi from Konkan University, Thailand, officially.
Terima kasih kepada Ibu Dr. Pahit Nurmayunita yang telah menyampaikan sambutan dan sekaligus membuka acara kita pada hari ini. Sebelum kita memulai acara inti, alangkah lebih baiknya kita akan masuk sesi foto bersama dan penyerahan plakat beserta cenderamata kepada narasumber kita pada hari ini. Hadirin yang Hadirin yang berbahagia, alhamdulillah, sampailah kita pada acara ini, yaitu visiting lecture dengan tema Research in Science Education Publication dengan pemateri kita yang luar biasa, Asisten Profesor Dr. Liman Sri Sakti dari University Thailand, yang kemudian dilanjutkan dengan acara diskusi. Sebelum memulai acara, saya akan memperkenalkan moderator kita pada hari ini. Untuk pada moderator, saya izinkan untuk ke depan. Dengan hormat, saya memperkenalkan moderator kita pada hari ini, Mas Zainal Arifin, seorang kandidat PhD di bidang pendidikan IPA. Selain menjalani studi doktoral, Mas Zainal juga merupakan peneliti yang sedang merintis karir dengan sejumlah publikasi dan partisipasi dalam konferensi dunia, baik di tingkat nasional maupun internasional. Fokus penelitiannya pada pendidikan sains yang menjadikannya sosok yang tepat untuk memimpin jalannya diskusi kita pada hari ini. Kami berharap kehadirannya dapat memberikan arahan yang jelas dan mendalam sepanjang sesi ini. Terima kasih kepada moderator, saya persilakan.
Thank you very much for the much of the time for me. Good afternoon, Professor Iwan. It's okay if I call you Professor. It's our prayer for the next step will be to the Professor soon. Okay, Professor, before we go straight to the main session, I'd like to do it with you in Thai language. Sorry, okay, you can answer me. Sorry, so if in Thai, you have to something spread for the hands. Before we can visit, so we talk. So you didn't go okay, so you have. So before this session, I have learned a little bit from time. Okay, thank you very much, Professor Pimak Sawanti for University of Thailand. With the highest respect and appreciation to Professor PhD as a head of the department of the Maret program of science education. And the Deputy of Academic Research, Dr. Pat Luma, and also all of the honorable lecturer and also all participants here. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Zainal Arifin. I am now a PhD student in here, and also today it's an honor to me to lead this session with Professor Iwan Sri Sawasi. Okay. Before we go to the next session of today's event, allow me to introduce our distinguished speaker, that is Assistant Professor Dr. Iwan Sri Sawasi from University, Thailand. You can see at the presentation the same place in here. Yeah. Okay. Now the current academic position is Assistant Professor from University Thailand, 2009 until now. And then the current administrative position is President in Digital Education and Learning Engineering Association, and also the education grade in Indian from Mahidol University at graduate school, and bachelor and master student in Content University in Science Education. And also, Dr. Niwan is a renowned expert in the field of education, particularly known for his groundbreaking research in the integration of technology into science teaching and learning. This work has significantly influenced how science is taught in the classroom, emphasizing the use of technology to enhance inquiry, learning, and critical thinking among students. And then this insight into the latest trend in science education publication are heavily regarded by academic and intellectual alike. We can see age index from Professor Imat that he has Scopus index 70 and also was index is 30. And it is truly an honor to have him here today to share his experiences and also his expertise with us. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Associate Professor Dr. Niwan Sritawasti from Content University to delve his lecture on recent trend in science education publication. Dr. Niwan, the floor is yours.
Professor. Okay, and thank you very much for inviting me here. This is a very good shot for me to visit UNS, and I'm going to share what I have in my research work and how to really do with science and research. And finally, we would like to hope to publish our research work in the high-end journal and also in the high-quality conferences. Okay, so how do we okay, all right. So, what should
Because this presentation, there was also the online meeting from Zoom, and that's why we didn't ask.
okay, so this one to stand there, everyone will talk. Okay, so this is a second guy in Thailand. I cannot say that what comes, but I believe I'm familiar. Okay, I'm a cell nuances from University from Joe. This time that may be easier for calling Joe. Yeah. Okay, so right now I'm assistant professors and faculty education at University, and I also working for a project that we call Assessment with Innovation Center, that we got support from the government, and we just published an association we call Education and the Thailand. So that's all. I try to pursue my passions. To be the science education. This practices in Thailand, and then try to combine other perspective from the science and also integrate into the science education. So that's why we believe that the way in Thailand, I think we also implement and the title we try to solve that problem probably in 30 years. However, we still implement that. So the one thing I think is that it could be my hypothesis, right? Is that in order to try to education by the speed of education, maybe we should think about more, bring more an expert or other fields to put together, learn the way how to we do the research education more precisely, and the way how to we understand how people learn better. So we hope that the thing that can we try to coordinate together. So we make do it more, get more accuracy for them. Okay. Okay, next. Two. Okay, it's like my screen. Okay, at first, this is a brief information for me. So I work a lot with the international journals and I'm part of the editors for the journal for section, content education, artificial intelligence, and advice or societies, and work for the frontiers, education, actually, and also do some of the as leaders for journals. And also we do a lot of journals such as Professor mentioned that. So why I do the living fund? But if we do the living fund and we know first what they pay attention to it. So we know we are the first one who know what is a trend that they love to publish, what is comment that they comment to that article or that mainstream. So this is another way that is quick learning for the education process. Because of some guys or customer or the way. This is my list. Okay, next please. Before we start with the research training science education, so I would like to show in this video. This is one of my passions. Why I do the research science education, right? So just a few minutes for that, please. Let's just play the video. Can you play it? 5 minutes. He said, "We by yourself." What the situation is. Since he was born. Let me share all of it. One video. It's a like to discuss with you guys where every time that we talk about we need a change for that teaching. Sometimes it's why we need a change. So right now, I want to use video to communicate with them how they are the new generation learners. They are the same with 10 years ago. They are the same learning style, learning preferences with someone from 10 years ago. The teaching practice that worked well for the last 10 years, no one guarantee is going to work well again for the students or for the next 10 years. So right now, you can see the kids learn very quick. They have a chance to get the information a lot. So something that they don't need to wait the teacher to tell them, but they can learn by themselves. So this is a bit more income, I think, why we need to share the way that we do the research in science education. Next. After that, I would like to discuss about digital integration. No one born with the mobile devices. And you know, no kids born with the mobile devices, but they can learn to use this really quick. So it is a part that I do my research. We try to transform the cognitive drive for the digital native learners. So and you can see on the screen, the first that is a digital game that I created in my research room. I remember about hypermessage energy, right? You remember that? I need energy. organization, you have to remember the three audit tables, and you have to remember the trend of that three tables, and then you define it. Right. So the way that let them learn to be members the three audit tables, or even understand organization imaging trend, we allow them to interact with them. They have a bullet, so they can pick up a bullet with the appropriate energies in the bullet to the target. And found that they can learn about the organization energy without remembering the pyramid tables. That's why we are discussing about digital generation learners. They learn very quick. They have their own learning style to interact with the learning material provided. As well as in the second one, that is the chemical forensics, is very abstract, it's very complicated topic for the student. But if we just teach them what happened by that, it's not truly understand what happened. So we do some kind of simulation like game, and then we can do experimentation again, and then see the trend, what happened with the chemical reactions. That this is part of my work. Okay, next please. I want to start with this screen. As you know, the subject is very difficult for learning, but if you like for the student, there are a lot of abstraction in terms of scientific content, there are complexity that they have to understand science relation of data. So typically, the instructor they like to do the lectures to address abstraction. Or some instructor maybe do the hands-on laboratory to address complexity. When you pick up the lectures and method to deliver to them, so as you know, the president will they just learn and they cannot remember all the things to give in the lectures, as well as if you do the PhD active learning with the laboratory, they can do science. They can see what happened right there. But the one thing we found that we cannot understand what happened at a regular level. Because we can see very honest, right? We cannot sense by our sense. So the thing that we need, the outcome that is taken from that kind of instruction, they will get the memorization of one of the facts. As well as they have the performance, but that is over the performance. They know what they should do by someone give them the time, give them the posters. So we call that a global improvement experience. So I think that when we discuss, we don't want to get further and come to our kids, right? Next, please. Next again. In my research flow, in terms of science education, we think about technology as a tool for a teacher, not a tool in place of teachers. It is a tool. It is some kind of instrument who will do it to do work, right? As well as a teacher, you can use the technology to support our teaching. In terms of abstract the science-based content and the visualization technology to simulate what happened right there to them, as well as then we would like them to do the laboratory of experimentation to address or reduce the complexities of the scientific phenomena. So we can do the infinite laboratories in a tool to support their investigation, not support their discovery, support their investigation and the main comes up with the idea that happened with experts. Okay, next please. After we insert technology between the science content and the pedagogy, so what we hope to get as a result. Next please. Is we don't want to get them to memorize such facts, but we would like them to gain their scientific competencies, right? And we like them to be motivated to learn science, not just have to know what it is. So how could we do this? So the very important question is, what kinds of knowledge should a professional teacher have? Okay, what kind of knowledge should functional teacher have? Can I ask you? Instead, why is it problem? You got to have one that can all around. What kind of knowledge should functional teacher have? This is one type of knowledge. You can answer one answer. You much. Because small knowledge, right? Just as I mentioned already, you see what difference between the student who study in faculty education, faculty of science, by university. Basically, these faculty for others. For the student who studies in faculty of science, they know science. And they don't even know how to design the learning process to themselves. So, but for the faculty of education students, so they know how to design, how to support learning. That would be better if they can also know what is science and they have the understanding of scientific content. So thank you very much for your answers. And next, pedagogical knowledge is important. So I would like to introduce you this term. Have you heard about TPACK for TPAC, right? And they talk about TPAC, but most of the people will know PCK, right? Pedagogical content knowledge. That is the one kind of knowledge that you mentioned with pedagogical knowledge. But this is a term that at the beginning of the 21st centuries, some educators they prepared this term to mention. They mentioned that this could be the professional knowledge. The knowledge of professional teachers. Sorry. So when we talk about the TPAC, that is, we are talking about teacher of some fields. In Thailand, some educators they think TPAC is a learning models. They think TPAC is a teaching method. I would like to focus TPAC is a teacher knowledge because the K is a knowledge, not the models, not the methods, not the practice, but the knowledge of to do that methods. So teacher knowledge, student focus. Next please. So you have to stand in front of the camera. I forgot that we have seen that. Okay. All right.
I think here, I think you heard of PCK, you heard of TPCK. So the PCK proposed by Professor Schumann in 1986, that is on the end of the 20th century, right? And after that, also Misha and Fuller from USA.
From USA, they propose a new term for based on the PCK. And you can see the PCK, they have the two circles right there. But that means that they are actually based on the knowledge, right? Content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, as you mentioned, and in the middle one, they call it PCK. But at the beginning of the 21st century, Michel and Fuller proposed the idea to have TPCK based on the Schumann ideas. They mentioned that in the 21st century, there are a lot of information technologies, there are a lot of digital technologies that support the teaching and the learning. Why not? They have another kind of knowledge for professional teachers. They insert the technological knowledge into the PCK. Right now, if you do the TPAC and the TPCK, there are 7 areas of professional knowledge for the teachers. CK, content knowledge, TK, pedagogical knowledge, and also the technological knowledge, TK. And after that, we have the 4 interconnected knowledge type right there. TCK, TCK, TPK, and TPCK. All the thing about KP. There's a lot of kinds of the knowledge. Right now, in terms of myself, I
As framework for in my research on teaching professional development
The new one. Okay. Okay. All right. So right today we discuss about the TPAC, the TPCK research. As I mentioned, the children represented in the first centuries and people use that for a long time. And this is a new one that is just proposed, and there are plenty of rules that we can do the study and research about how could we use the technology to support the learning and teaching. Okay, next please. As I mentioned, there are 7 areas of the knowledge that a professional teacher should have. Next, please. So I did a lot of the research about the TPAC, as you can see on the right-hand side. That's the original version for those of the China followers. When you would like to do the research on the TPAC, so you can think about the 3 circles, and then you can put like biology content, physics content, science content, biochemistry content, and you can think about several kinds of technology you can use. I can see on the first one, I focus on the microcomputer laboratories and simulation as TK to teach the physics concept, and we use the implemented learning approach as a tool for teaching the learning. And you can share any part of that framework with your study. And the last point that we found out, even we talk about the TPAC right here, we have pedagogical clear like this, but in terms of the theory, when we talk about pedagogy, this is a term that we usually like to teach the young generation or the student and youth. So how about the learner who are an adult? So for the last work, we implement the new way know about distance and pedagogy. So pedagogy and pedagogy, they are different. The pedagogy is a journey of learning for the youth, for the students. But the pedagogy is another term that they use for the theory of adult learning. So adult and the young generation, they are different. Adult have more experiences in their life. They have their deep belief, they improve the belief and confidence, but they spend their time in this world for a long time. Sometimes we like to share that argument is not easy, but for the young one, that may be easier to get an argument. So we incorporate the andragogy or the andragogy of story to the TPAC. So I would like to show you that just only one framework can play around that. But right now, every time we submit our manuscript into the journals, one thing that the reviewers and the editors will be at a comment like, why you pick this technology? Why you pick this approaches? Why this technology fit with this content? So there's still a lot of the argument that can easy the research work under the TPAC framework. Okay, this is the first research work I published in the TPAC framework on 1912. I had the physics teachers who graduated from the Faculty of Science. They never learned anything about education before. We use the TPAC framework, and then we teach them by the case-based learning approach, something like that. And then we decide the learning modules, the C and the P and the T. So in this work, we found that for the students who would like to be teachers, but they really want Faculty of Science, they learn better with the case-based learning than just lecturing with the principle of education. The case can provide them the real practice in the teaching, and just a few years they can figure out the way how to teach in the science. Okay, next please. In the second work, we use the CK, we use the physics concept to get the content knowledge. And we use finite size learning as a pedagogy, and also we use the microcomputer laboratory and storage as the technologies. So we combine all those things together and then decide a lesson for training basic teachers. Next, please. But in this study, we don't do just only one course. We design one course for the second year teachers, another course for the third years, and another course for the fourth year. At that time in Thailand, we have a 5-year program for the pre-service teacher educations. So we design a course per year, and then we do the research and learning by reading Champion 2009 as a platform for designing courses. So this is another example, not just one course. You can design more than one process, and then you lay out with the team frameworks. Okay, next please. This is another example. It's only one course, but we do the actual research. There doesn't only one shot implementation. When you implementation the team framework, and then you can consider the result in once again as how you work achieve the data with the Indonesian student here. So we have two cycle of the study. This is the way that we can apply TCAP into our teaching and we do the research on TCAP. Next please. And since 2020, I started to do my study with computer scientists. We apply the artificial intelligence, right? As an engineer, the more difficult thing when we take the people is they are different. They are not the same. Even if we have 30 students, they may have technically differences. So how do we address that differences? So the idea from computer science is why not we use some system that we can do like doctors when we go to the hospital with some problem in your body. We ask the question first, and then they try to diagnose or make it to you, and then they customize the treatment to you. Even if one will come to them, but they diagnose differently, they will treat you differently from other people. So after that, they monitor what happened is that treatment worked well. So we do that kind of mechanism into the TCAP study. We define to diagnose what is the problem of the student. Maybe you can diagnose the misconception. As well as we diagnose what is the best learning style for you. And also we diagnose the specifications of the mobile devices that we have. After that, every student, individual student, they will have their own learning pathway. They don't need to learn the same lesson. They don't need to learn the same chapters. It depends on their own learning, their own concept. This is after 2 years. After I listened to them, I didn't understand. Why? How can we do that? Because we have actually students here, but you come to the class as only one lesson plan. And you hold that one lesson plan really long. Because they are different. So this is the thing that we use AI as agent to help us to diagnose the student, to see what is different among them. And then the system will have content and combine the content personality to the student. They will learn differently in the class. So this is the idea that we do for the TCAP study as well. Next, please. This is the thing that happened in the TCAP study. We do the project that we call TQ Smart Learning Innovation. So we have teachers from 20 provinces around Thailand come to us. They come from different backgrounds. They come from different teaching beliefs. They come from different expertise for their teaching. So how can we train them effectively? So we try to use the AI power the system to diagnose them first. As we know, TCAP actually kinds of the knowledge. We ask them first. Are you still good on the content knowledge? It's good to learn that kind of knowledge. But if you have the problem with content knowledge, you have to learn the content first. So we can personalize the training to them, and then we found that we get better in what they lack at the beginning. Next, please. At the study on 2020, we use the platform on the browsers. But 1 year later, we designed a mobile application that they can train themselves at home. The one thing that we found the difficulty when we train the teachers on this, bringing them together is not easy, particularly for the teacher on the Saturday and Sunday. So we try to share the way that they can say to the system. They can train themselves at home, whenever, wherever. So we hope that they will come to train themselves more and more, just bring them together on the weekend. So this is the way that we do the whole research and the public in this journal. Next, please. This is the same thing, and we found the result within better TPAC after training. But in this study, we train them like on-site training and the self-training at home. Okay. That's the first thing idea that I talk about the TPAC. So the one thing that I would like to discuss with you, TPAC is not about student. TPAC is about teacher. So why emphasize this? Because in Thailand, I found that some people that say TPAC teaching model. TPAC and the teaching model. I think you know what it's knowledge. So after you get the knowledge, the complete knowledge, it depends on what kind of model you're going to use. Okay. For the second big ideas, I would like to talk about a new generation student. When we talk about a new generation student, so we think about the technology of learning. As you see on the video, they learn very fast on using the digital technologies. So in Thailand, we put the program again. The student is better than the teacher on using the digital technology and not actually the issues. When we try to use the digital technology, teachers say, no, I don't want to learn anymore. My student is better than me. There's something that is student. Student is better than me. So how do you teach them? How you design the lesson and how you encourage them. Because if you encourage them by the way that you did it for the last 10 years, but for the new generation learner, they don't pay attention to that kind of activities. So we need to think about their learning style, their learning preferences. So that's why we think about the technology enhanced. Maybe someone they do the active learning. This is very famous term in Thailand. Someone they say active learning is an approach. It's just the idea of the principle. But I would extend that idea is not just an active learning, but the technology enabled active learning for the new generation. You cannot say do work together, live more together, that's active. That maybe for 20 years ago. But for right now, if you assign them to do work together, live together all the time, all the previous that we see so far. Sorry, I Thai teachers. That's a Thai action. Okay, next please. I would like to let you think about this. The child cannot learn the way we teach. Maybe we should teach the way they learn. This is the thing that I always discuss with teaching in Thailand. Next please. For this, I would like to introduce technological tools to facilitate science learning. And after that, we will talk about how can we publish this pieces of the language. Okay. For right now, in science education, we have used sensor technology, digital gates, simulation, mobile applications, technology, AR, VR, drone, and the 360-degree video. Have you seen about the video that you can watch it around? There's a one kind of technology that they use more and more to support science in the next phase. I would like to start with the sensor technologies. Next please. So I did a lot of research. How could we apply assistive technology to support? Oh, sorry, that's the highway right there. And it's random. Okay. We try to apply assistive technology to support the science learning. So as you can see on the figures, we try. I discussed it with other this model. I was like they try to invent the lab kit or an instrument to support student learning science in the school. Because in the university we have the high-end technologies, but in school they didn't have that one. So we try to do the low-cost experimentation. As well as you can see there, I try to produce the electronic nose system. The sensor can work well as the like your nose. Can detect the can detect the ornaments. It can distinguish between different kinds of coffee, different kinds of alcoholic beverage, a lot. So we do that kind of research in school science, and it's promote the students very, very much when they learn about the real science, but in the school scale. As well as I also do my research in the nanoscience and nanotechnology. We try to code the nanoparticles onto the substrate, and then we can get something that can help waters. That is your shirt will not get in wet. So you don't need to wash your sock, your necktie, your shirt, even one if you prefer. If you prefer, you have to go into the nanoparticle on the shirts, and then you get from the waters, you're going to be able to outside from the textures, something like that. So we do that kind of technology into the school science, and we found that they have the positive perception, they have the positive motivation, and also they have the better conceptual understanding in science. Next, please. The second one is the situation when you cannot choose the real lab in the school. In Thailand, the teacher to say, I will tell them what happened and I will give them the number in the table. And they call that dry lab. They have wet lab, the dry lab. Oh, no dry lab. No dry lab, no. So if you cannot do the real experimentation, I would prefer you to do the simulation technology class. Next, please. So we also did a lot of the research when the teacher cannot do the real laboratory or the real science experimentation in school. Why not? We try to simulate that thing for the student learning experiences. We try to do the virtual lab or the simulated laboratories for the student, and we try to find how could we do that to support still learning. We found that the result is they have a positive perception for that kind of learning. They have a better science motivation, better understanding, and also they can advance the mental models, as well as they can have the scientific explanation abilities that we found from those research. Next, please. The third technology is digital game. In Thailand, when we talk about the game, the teacher say, no, when the game comes, children pay attention with game, no pay attention with me anymore. Is that real? How about in Indonesia? When the game comes to the room, they don't pay attention to me. They pay attention to games. But all people like to play the games. The thing that we should think about, why? Something in the game may be interested more than us, right? Just accept that. So the thing is, why not we try to do this kind of mechanism in the class? Like when they play the game, sometimes they forgot the time. They play from the body to the and they didn't know the time passed. So why don't we think about why don't we choose do the learning process like that? They learn with us and they got the time. Okay, this is a way that we try to use this kind of technology in science education. Next, please. I have actually created a lot of the game focusing on the abstraction topic of science, focusing on the complexity topic of science. We don't need to use game for our topic, but we should think about, do you remember about the blood donation? But you have, I have the whole type. Someone have an A type, someone have a B type, someone have an AB type. And we learn in biology about who can give the blood to others. They say we have to have the same type of blood. We don't need to be the people in the same family. But in Thailand, sometimes they have a misconception. They say, oh, just be the family can get the blood to others in the same family only. They don't think about the type, the blood type. So, and when we talk about it, they think more, oh, I don't want to give my blood. But they say they have to learn. So we change that topic to be the game. They can walk to the hospital, they can go to check the blood type with others, they can see what happened in the antigen and antibodies, and then they make a decision who can get the blood to the patient, something like that. So in terms of the abstraction topic, the complexity topic, or the boring topic, we use the game to replace that topic and shape the learning process in the game. We found that we get a positive result for us in learning. Next, please. The first technology is mobile application. Right now, everything is app, right? Everything is app. Why not? Everyone, even I learned physics since at the time that I studied in the secondary school. Had to learn about, I don't know how to call this right now. They have the filters, and then you have the carbon papers, and you keep like this, and then you have to pull out the carbon papers. Did you learn that, right? How to count? Okay, that's it. You learn that, right? In physics, right? So the question is, do you spend 100 minutes to learn that thing, right? After that, when do you use it in your life? Never. Never, right? We never. But the thing will happen to you if you have your own car and you drive it fast, pass on police camera. So one day you're gonna get the ticket back to your house. Maybe my mom will say, oh, this is from police department. How do my daughter? So that's the real thing. But why we learn something that we never do it again? Right. Sorry if I say something like opposite way to your thing. For example, in chemistry, I taught RK. I do the titration, acid-base titration. Do you remember the one? Bullet. It's also what measures bullet, and then you have to put the acid so the base to build it, and you have to bigger, and then you try to drop it, and then you see the indicator change. Oh, that's the pH equals 7. After that, when do you use the build it again? No, even you are the chemist teachers. You use the build it again. But if you, when you grow up and you are not a chemist, so when you use the build it again, right? One thing that we do the mobile application, right now, they try to create an application that can measure the acceleration, and velocity with the car right here, so we can spot that, so we can know the velocity, we can know the acceleration. For example, the acid-base translations, I can use my mobile phone and application spot to the color solution, and then I can get the numbers, and then I put it to the equation, and then I can know the concentration without titration. Because no one bring the building into the market. Right, if I strong. I didn't study those. Or even one thing right now,
I have an application I spot on an apple, so it can calculate the sugar amount, the carbohydrate from. So if you do this by, you have to read it to the language, maybe one later, you're gonna get the result. So the mobile application is not to that can support the learning process. I would say particularly for the learning process, not for the scientific work, but for the learning process. Next page. You can see these photos. So we build up an application. In Thailand, we used to have a project proposed by the government. They call one tablet per child. Have you do that? Have you heard this kind of project in Indonesia? One tablet per child, but just only 3 years, not for all child. Just one tablet per child, not for all child. It depends on the school. And then at the time, the government distribute the tablet to them without software. The teacher, oh my God, how could I use the tablet for my teaching? I never trained before. The teacher said, no, and our tablet inside the school principal room. Very new one. So at that time, we work with the computer engineering to do the application. They can do the app to measure amount of the carbon dioxide with the sensor, amount of the oxygen, or even they can capture what happened in the natural setting and then send it back to the teachers or their friends. So the mobile application right now, we can do it as a tool. It's very effective tool to support teaching learning. We also do the research, how to use the mobile application to support science, and we publish a lot about this kind of research. Next please. The fifth one, web technologies. And so e-learning, I think you heard e-learning, right? Meaning in Thai, meaning is stay still. When you say e-learning, that is learning is still. No more. So we try to use the e-learning, not the need, not the stay still. How could we design the e-learning and the student would like to interact with that one? So next please. So we do the research, not just the video, not just the digital material that you can put it inside the web technology, but it depends on if they can get the personal content addressing their learning process. We found that we get more interest from them to interact with the web technology, with the e-learning. But if you provide just an e-learning one lesson to all, it's gonna be stay still. That is, they just move down, share it, move down, share it, move down, share it. Tell the teacher, that's it. We need an interaction inside the web technologies. We found that the positive result, if we can do something like personal content to them. Okay, next phase. The last one, that's the sixth, AR. I think you know AR, right? Particularly in science, we can look directly by our eyes what happened at the molecular level. In biology, in chemistry, you cannot see the molecules. In biology, you cannot see the sun. In physics, you cannot observe the velocity and acceleration, but you can know it, try to do the calculation. Right. We have something to detect the relativity with that amount of the physics. So AR could be the one that shows you the abstraction of the scientific concept. Next phrase. Particularly in chemistry and biology, so we did a lot of the AR to support. This is an example of this integration. When they see the solution, they cannot see the hydroxide ion. They cannot see any kind of the ion inside the solution, right? They just find out an application that they can see what happened in the solution. So this can motivate them to learn better. So they would like to interact with content more than just
tell them what they can do. Next phrase, the last one, that this is a new one that we are just doing our research, the 360-degree video camera and the drone. Next phrase. So maybe I think maybe some university have that one, right? For the that kind of the camera, they can have the lens to the side. And for the 2 months ago, I went to global demo and invest a lot. And I bring this kind of camera in my backpack. And then you can see all the global zones. So people in Thailand, even they never visit global zones. And then they can rotate all the things that happen in the zones. And then they can see and my friends say, oh, it's like I visit there by myself. And the drone can capture eagle eye views that particularly in the term of the scientific research, we cannot walk around about it. We cannot do the drone just one thing right there. Next thing, this is the technology that I have learned from the UK sessions. In the UK, they don't allow the students to go to the dangerous places or the places that they don't get allowed, they don't get the permission to go there. So the drone and the 360-degree video that can use that actually for teaching and learning. Next please. However, I talk a lot about the technologies, but in my belief, technology won't need better teachers, particularly in the teacher area. But I would say in Thailand right now, technology is replacing some career. Can you get that? Which career will be replaced by the AI technologies? Right now in Thailand, if you go to the hospital, typically when you get when you get doctors, they will order the medic for you, right? And then someone have to prepare the medic for you. But for right now, in Sebelas hospital in Bangkok, we don't need someone to read the doctor, how to say handwriting. Very difficult to understand. Sorry, script. Yeah. Typically, we have someone to read that and then pick up the medic for you. But for right now, don't need that one. I didn't know the pharmacy, the pharmacy. So right now, the pharmacy guy is really silent. Because why we still have someone, but because the doctor can push, and then we just pick up the medics with some QR code to tell you where you have to take and how you could take. So right now, self-directed learning need more and more in our societies, particularly for people, because right now everything that we do QR code can learn by themselves. But if we didn't prepare the self-directed learning skill for them, as right now in Thailand, we did that problem for the elderly people. They didn't train how to use the QR code. But all the things like the medic in the QR code, no one's trained how to take that. But they have no idea how to take it. Just before getting back to home, they started not to tell them. So right now, pro and con, the profit and the constraint for the new technology. However, in terms of teachers, technology will replace teachers, but teachers who use technology will probably replace teachers who do not. Just share the idea with the department. More and more in the future, especially in the near future. Okay, next please. The third big idea is, as you can see, I have a lot of the research right there. So how could I publish my research? I have mentioned because the latest trends in the science education publication. I would say if you would like to do the research with the teachers, PCK and TECK are the important framework that you can do it, and they are still eager to publish kinds of the research. But in terms of the student learning, particularly for the digital generation learners, the technology as a learning science is also the famous topic and the current trend that you can design your own study, and we hope that we can get published our research work. I have these three work to be published of your work. The first one is your work have the optionalities. This is a common word, but how to identify optionalities? So you have to do a very good literature review. If you do the very good literature review, you will find is there any novelties for research. Originalities is very important. Feasibilities, is that possible to use in the school? Even you do the very good things in the research, but it is possible to implement in the school. The editor will ask, is that any benefit for someone? So feasibility is important as well. And another one is impactful. If you has been done this kind of the research, is that has the power that convince others to use that in their careers in that school. So that's becoming impactful. So this is key for publishing your research. Then please. You can see that way. This is a technical way. We have decided that we have solved. You are hold the papers. No one support you. They didn't real support, but actually it is support. It's a support with the comments. Sometimes it's very dangerous comment. So, however, everyone has to walk to the destination. So I did like a lesson from my lesson learned for you. How could we publish our research work? Next please. 4 points. If you can find the 4 points in your research, I truly believe that you can get success for publication. The significant contribution to the educational research community is that you have to provide the new arguments. Not just okay, oh, we found it, that consistent with this. We found this, we found that consistent with RT 2020. Everything consistent with others. Can you listen to me? I give this guideline according to my editors' laws and also the bigger laws. If you have the result and you say the result consistent with that, so what is the novelties? That is, you get the same result with them, right? And this is an example in time when the graduate student in time when they did the research and they found novelties. They have no idea how to tell that. They have no idea how to tell that. So they just try to this finding consistent with that word. With that word, the reviewer said, what is the meaning? Because it is consistent with others. So you have to propose a new argument, the new conjecture. So I will have the examples for you. Another one, if you can propose the new definitions of the theories. For example, I think everyone in this would know PHA, right? You know PHA, right? PHA, PHA, yeah. He proposed the cognitive development theory of cell and subhanallah for that theory. Is that right? I think almost. And at that time, PHA investigated his daughter. He is not a good born in this world, and he take a look at his own daughters. investigate what happened in these laws until she get into the secondary school, and then he write to me. Every educator in the world just gets it everywhere. If I want to do this, is that activity still work? What do you think? If I say that, is that still work with the new generation? Very interesting point, right? So if you have some theory about your own work, I may say, I think part of the pages it work well, but I think in terms of the digital natives, we need some more principle to support the learning by the digital generation student. They didn't learn the same way with the children in the 20 years ago. So we will propose this theory. Plus, for example, the Bloom taxonomy. Bloom taxonomy is 6 steps, right? And after that, someone put the creative on top. And now, somebody in Canada, they revise the Bloom taxonomy again, combining the AI. They say the Bloom taxonomy for the AI age. And they have a 6 steps, which you would like to know more, you can search that. So I mean, the theory is shaped a lot of time, right? Shaped a lot of time. It depends on the context. It depends on the cultures. So if the world can propose the new definition of the theory, they will accept it. Okay. The third one is that your work present a new illustration or example or practical case of method. They always seeking for that kind of work. Illustration, the new illustration, the new example, and new practical case, and also the new interpretation. Next week we have example for the new arguments. Next week, this is a work that I work with Professor Norman Lederman. He just passed away from the last year by COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 disease. You can see that other participants very so many people, around 71 hours in one article. Just to read first page, the name of the article. First page, the name of the article. Let me say that why in the science magazines, in the Scientific American journals, when scientists publish their work by the public together with so many researchers, and he would like to do something like that. So that's why this paper we study for 31 countries, and then we prepare like this. Every country is studying using private learning for school science. Every country can follow that. The students learn about the scientific facts, but they have no idea about the nature of the scientific environment. They do inquiry in the class. They learn the facts, but they have no idea about the nature of the environment. So in 31 countries, we encounter the same problem. Even for the USA or UK or China, even for Thailand. So we do the investigation by to make a comparison between the countries, and we also find industries. All the countries still encounter the same problem. They find it, but they don't understand why. That's a very easy explanation. They do inquiry, they learn scientific facts and concepts, but they cannot understand why they have to do the inquiry. Why they find results? Why they find this? So you can see other results. If you would like to study more, just go to these papers. And the thing that we found from elementary school to the secondary school, They understand all the natures of scientific inquiry in the military, from military to secondary, is growing up. However, is still in the heart of the complete understanding. So this is a gap. Even we use them, even we use the inquiry, they learn concept, they learn fact, but they don't really understand why they have to do that. I think all maybe know about nature of science, right? And also another is nature of scientific inquiry. Nature of science is about scientific theory, scientific principle, scientific law. But nature of inquiry is about the inquiry-based learning. They do the inquiry learning, but they don't really understand the inquiry. So this is another step to describe the gap and this paper point of citation from researchers who try to do this point, and then they try to create to reduce this problem. This is an example of the new arguments. We argue that learning inquiry form the whole world, but they don't understand inquiry. So we propose that as a new argument. So we publish this research. Next, please. Another example is we use the TPAC, but typically every researcher in the TPAC with the training, but the teacher is not the young generation. Teacher is middle-aged people. Teacher not with the elderly people. They have a lot of experiences. So we combine the andragogies. Andragogy is the theories of adult learning. We combine the andragogy with the TPAC method. We train the teacher who are the adult, not the young generation. So we should pick up the right principle, the right approach to them. So this is a new argument that we argue that we combine andragogy into the TPAC method. We train adult, we didn't train the young generation. Okay, next please. Next please. Next. Yeah. That's a example of the new arguments for the new definition of theory. In these papers, we use a digital game as a tool for their learning. But we use the inquiry as methodologies. When they use the inquiry in the lab and the inquiry with the game, they should be different because they are different materials. So we propose the game transform inquiry-based learning in the chemistry class for students. Typically, when they learn chemistry, they do experimentation with the lab. But when the game comes, you can see here, we try to provide them the new theory, right? Inquiry with lab, you may find what is the models. But when we provide them inquiry with game, so we should be thinking about inquiry learning process because game is not a lab. So that's why we propose a new theory. When we provide them to the inquiry with game, they should follow this step, not the same step with the lab. So that's why we can publish this work. That this is another example to propose new theory. Inquiry with lab, that work well. But inquiry with game should not the same with the inquiry with lab. So next please. And we propose in these papers, we propose the teaching sequences for the teachers and the students in the inquiry game learning. And we found that the student who interact game transform in the learning game better understanding of the chemistry concept than the regular class. This is an example of a game when we design again, we also use the idea from a computer scientist, like a human computer interaction. You can see we have 4 mini games. The first game is start with macroscopic level, and after that, we drive down to the microscopic levels, and then we use the symbolic representation of the game as well. So we start with observable level to go to the molecular level. So even when we try to create a digital manufacturing, we have to think about the physical as well. Not just create by using the content, but you have to design a sequence that they have to interact with the games. Okay, next, please.
Spanish only. So there is only 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Next, please. This is also another we use again and a simulation. This is another two example of using the new definition of the. Next grade. Next grade. Another practical case, like we talk about training the teachers or telling the student, you can do another tool on to support the training, and we public district with computer education applications, so AI can support the individual learning more. Next please. If you would like to study more, go to the paper. I will give you a presentation. Next please. As they are very high come, we should not just let them to sit in front of the desk of our computers. They should learn anywhere, anytime. So the mobile application with AI support that would be very well for the training. Next screen. Next screen. This is also the same kind of approach. Next screen. Okay, the last one. Next screen. New utilization. So with this is the Facebook chapters for the implementing of society. Next screen. I follow this type of integration from geographic researchers. So typically you can see the statistical analysis type, but we try to analyze data and then we use the how to say the pictorial representation to show that the learning application right here for the low student and the high student, and also we use this table for the interview. So it depends on how to analyze the data. If you analyze data by using statistical analysis, you can publish such. But if you would like to get more to publish the journal also, the new utilization is very important. All right. Next page. Next page. Same class. Right. Next page. Next again. Next again. Next page, you have some next page. However, it's like you can see. I wanted to discuss the very important internet communication in Thailand. We encountered with the problem. To be honest, 3 lecturers in my university get fired from the university. Can you guess why? Because that communication. This is very important. You can see this guy from 2005. He never communicated any word. But for 2022, he got it a lot. You can see on the y-axis, he had around 130 paper a year. He write 3 days a year. Write 130 paper a year. 1 year we have 365 days. He published 3 days a paper. And finally, have you heard about authorship? Do you know about authorship, right? You pay money, put your name there, and then you publish. 3 in Thailand, 6 lecturers from the university get fired because of this. So please don't do that. Even if you would like to finish your degree, is not the right way to do. And scorecard database is very important. You know why scorecard like this? For this guy as well, they will come in before, but almost 200 people a year. So how? And even those guys try to communicate with scorecard, please delete my data. Scorecard said, no, it's not my job. You put it in the job, you have the record. You cannot tell me because you're trying to get fired from the university. So that's my job. And right now, still this. And you know, we cannot apply to any university. Even for the study, the graduate study, so just do this. Okay, next please. This guy finally. All right, the last slide. If you have any kind of your work, use AI in self-regulated learning approach. You may consider submit to our special issue. So I think the special issue with the researcher from Taiwan and China. We focus on AI supported teaching and self-regulated learning mobile. For example, you do chatbot or one of my words, have you learned about have you go to event observe the birds? It's very difficult to go like observe the bird. You can fly very small. However, we use the AI application. We can record the bird voice, and then we can know what kind of bird. Even we cannot see it because it's too far. Maybe it's under the tree. So if you have this kind of this bird, it considers something else special issue. This is in Q2 right now, so we still have a lot of space for you. Right. Next week. And another journal that I do is CAAI. If you have any kinds of artificial intelligence in education, so we consider something there. So I would love to support our Asian researchers in a good journal. Just tell I will take care. Okay. And next week, we just establish a new journals. Maybe I'm not for the master incident. Journal research starting to get to the learning training. So before after for the next 2 years, we will go to the start. Maybe with like yes or so it considered to study your work, particularly the video from the history. Next week. Oh, next week. Oh, tomorrow. In the conference, people want to know more about the digital learning system 5.0 because the theme is more about the IT in society 5.0. Please come to attend my talk. Thank you very much. Next week. That's all my presentation.
Okay, please do not forget for insightful presentation. Thank you very much, Professor, for the presentation. Now we are going to the Q&A session. To those participants here or in the meeting who have questions, Professor Lima, please raise your hand. Okay, there are 2 seconds. You can stand and introduce yourself.
My name is your presentation is wonderful. Question is you say about AI for Taiwanese student at the beginning. So how the teacher in Thailand, especially in Thailand, use AI to diagnose the student because and he has to use like the form or just this paper to do that. And the second question is the game-based education. You said it is learn like instructional and game-based education. So what's But the gift education different than what this is has to be fun, for student, they have a key phase, so it's called university.
Okay, thank you. So to answer one question, or we can next question. Answer first or answer first?
Before I have done.
Okay.
So for the first question, AI is going to in terms of teaching and learning. Even teaching in Thailand, they have to learn how to use the AI. For the good opportunity for me, one good opportunity for me is I just work with some educated in Thailand, be it in the committees, to do the framework AI implementation, which I finished for the 2 weeks ago, because teachers and learners, they have to mind how to do the AI in that teaching, in that learning. So it's about the possibility when they use the AI. So right now, and as you know, the ChatGPTs and so many Geminis. In terms of Thailand, the teacher uses AI to produce the learning materials, not yet integrated into the learning and teaching process, to be honest, because they never trained about the AI before. Most teachers they created maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago. At that time, the curriculum for the teacher education, they didn't provide anything about the AI. So even for the government, they still have no training on AI for teaching and learning. But for our academies like me, every time that we get invited from a school, or in the topic of the AI education, so we train the engineers. The thing that I can see right now, they know the way to use AI for lesson plan. But the thing that we train them is typically we write the lesson by ourselves, right? Develop by ourselves. But right now, even I encourage them to do the lesson plan and put it into the AI. They can learn from the comment by the like ChatGPT, the ChatGPT for generative AI. They can go access to information about the world very fast, just only 2 seconds, and then get you feedback, the feedback of the responses from that question. But if you write the lesson plan by yourself, you have to wait for other teachers to monitor, to check, to honor. So right now, the training of the teacher, we encourage them to monitor every teaching practice first, but not yet to integrate into the teaching. However, for example, partially my wife, she is on computer education majors, and she is a computer scientist. So she taught her history computer teaching to use the AI, including into the teaching practices, right? When they teach the simple coding, and then they put the coding into the generative AI to check. Sometimes when we Thailand, the computer teaching, we not like to on the check the program. You know what I mean, right? So they need to check the AI, and then they still learn very fast from the comment. So they just do the AI as like they have 2 teachers in the class, the real one and the virtual one is AI. If the real one can do anything, can give any feedback, the real one will do it for a second. But if it cannot do it, they will allow the system to interact with the generative AI. Right now, it's AI class. Not all operations for the teacher to do the AI, but now more and more encouragement for the academies and they would love to do it, but they have no idea how to do it. So they work really closely with the academics and research more. For the second question, element question, again, right? As I mentioned, Thai teacher don't like it, but they play game at home. when they serious about work, they play game. But in the class, they don't want the student to play game. So we have the two kinds that we encourage the teacher in Thailand to use the game. We have the game learning and we have gamification. For the teacher who know how to do the game class, we encourage them to do the game learning. Use the game as a tool for that learning. But for someone who didn't believe on the game, we train them to use the gamification. Gamification is a game mechanism in class. Teachers don't need to allow the student to play the game, but they use the mechanism of the game as an activity. For example, they provide the reward, they provide the challenge, they provide the level up to the student. For example, if you can do this part, you are the beginners, and if you can do 2 more times, you get into the intermediate levels. And if you can accomplish that word, you are an advanced learner. So some of them feel more comfortable when we say you don't need to do the game, but you can do the game mechanism in your class. So we have to learn at the time. Teacher and they go very well to that. The more way learning that they use is a platform like Quizlet. Research how good. Yeah, something like that. So many platforms right now the teacher they use in class, but they like to use to back up their idea in class, as we see. But because they don't want to bring the real game to the class, so they do the game like quiz as a game in the class. Yeah. And for can I answer your question?
Yes, Mr. Gilas. Next question.
Thank you. I'm Brazil for Pakistan. Thank you. I have one question. If I talk about the education system in Pakistan, so we have one elementary school teacher, and he has to teach 6 different classes at the same time. Yeah. So he is the one who has to manage the entire school. He has to teach, he has to do the report, he has to take examinations, he needs to student. So now, if we are going to suggest something for the person, so what should be that how once a day it's going to be done? Okay, now I have even 30 students in the entire school, but they belong to different classes. They have different targets. So how one man once a day can really do the class? You need to teach them. And nowadays, as we have mentioned that difficulties with the education of the English, we should use AI or we could use mobile. So what policy do you think would be that we would suggest to our study that this way we could take some pressure from their teacher, like this, we could teach for these activities and these things could be really very. If we could really go towards the feedback, if feedback could also be suggested for this. So this is the question. And second, can you help us with information in social sciences? Because I have a social sciences. Because I have social problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So if I understand correctly, one teacher teaches 6 classes at the same time. The same subject. Different subject. The same time, for example, if the class time at 8 a.m., they have to teach 6 classes. In the same group. Different level. Oh, the same thing inside. In some student. Okay. Because of the time, we also have that time problem. Teaching, particularly for the small size student. right? They have this very limited number of teachers, but they have student by the 10 years and so on. Sometimes when they go when they go to the school, they put all those three classes together, but they from and they come with the campus. In terms of my experiences, I would say in that school, they are located in the rural areas. We don't think about the AI. We don't think about the AI. The thing is, I just have the project under the thesis. I don't know how to call it. Somewhere in English, the thesis in Thailand is very famous. She take care of the broader school, and in the school there around Rogers, to be university for the entire line of years. The teacher right there, not the real teachers, they are socialists. They are socialists, but they have to change the student really have that ties from the school entire. We just start this together, we do things. If we talk about digital game in the school, in the urban area, school urban area, we talk about board game in that school. We cannot let them to interact with technology because they have no technologies, but they can do, we can invent this game, do the board game or the card game. Right now, we try to convert the digital game to be card game and board game. And then we will distribute this kind of learning material to the school right now. And one thing in Thailand that they try to do right now, if they have just 6 classes on a different level like that, they don't use indicators from authority. They can establish the learning standard and learning indicators by themselves, but considering with the government guidelines. Because, for example, like we talk about assisted activation for the student in that area, why they need to know assisted? Because they learn from it. So right now, we try to in Thailand try to use the how to say the communities as a learning resources for them. We cannot implement full-scale technologies for that school, but we try to equip teachers to understand. For example, the digital literacy is very important one. You have this kind of problem in your country there. Someone call you and they fail. They come from the police. You do something wrong. You have to transfer your money to this account, and then you transfer the money, and then you finally fail. Right now in Thailand, it's very crisis for this one, particularly for the elderly people, because they have no study. See, someone told them, "Have your daughters." Right now, I have no money. I have no money for infants. Could you please transfer the money for me? And someone who have the interest on that, they will borrow money from their neighborhoods and then transfer the money to their account. So that's why it's possible growth and cons. Growth is a constraint. We people like to teach them to learn about the community, but digital literacy is still important. Because that the people who live that they were affected by people who live technology. So we try to we do the contextualization from technologies, to the tested materials, try to do as much as we can. Possibly indicate of the game, so we do it, but in terms of sensor technology, we cannot do that. We use it as we time sometimes. And in terms of the 6 classes at the same time, we try to give the permission to the school to establish indicator and standard by themselves. So this may be another solution, because they cannot use the indicator, the same indicator in the season. In the city, they should learn about plastic, for example, but in the community far away, they don't have anything with plastic. So why they have to learn about the plastic? They should learn about other content, other topics, something like that. So we contextualize the curriculum and the material for them. But it's not easy, to be honest. It's not easy, and we try to do the research to find, to discover is that relevant. Right now, we just start to do that for my groups. Contextualize the digital thing to be regular thing, but something that they can do digital, we still keep the digital one to get the digital space.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shamila. I think enough for Q&A session. The class that is for I think Professor needs some Sebelas after.
Till midnight. Thank you.
Okay, please give applause suggestions to for the answer that is on the end of this session. I think enough for the question and answer. So the next session, I'll bring back to the master of ceremony to close this seminar. To Mr. Rafi, then is yours.
Baik, terima kasih kepada moderator. Hadirin sekalian, marilah kita berikan applause sekali lagi yang mulia untuk penonton yang sudah mendengarkan magazin ini. Tidak terasa kita telah berada di ujung acara. Saya selaku Master of Ceremony mewakili panitia memohon maaf atas segala kekurangan selama acara berlangsung. Nah, sebelum saya akhiri, saya akan akhiri dengan memberikan pantun penutup ya. Mudah-mudahan tidak ada bosannya ya. Asam suci rasanya asam, mengantar tertutup seperti menyelam. Dari lubuk hati yang paling dalam, kami tutup dengan salam. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.